What's up, YouTube? Eddie off the cuff. Today we are in Windsor, Connecticut, and we are looking at this really cool structure here. It looks like a bunch of tubas and horns and saxophones all welded together, and it is part of the advertisement for Windsor Music, which I thought in my travels is a pretty cool little place to check out. It's a, mom and pop's good old-fashioned music store. And not unlike the music stores, when I was a child, when I grew up. And they got some drums here. I've never heard of this brand of drums before, but it looks like a beginner to, intermediate. And let's get a little, here's their hours for anybody that would want to check this store out. And for a little shop, they got quite a bit of stuff in there. They got your acoustic guitars and your electrics, and they do rentals, and they probably give lessons here. They got some violins on the other wall over there. And so this channel is all about everything and anything goes. My name is Eddie, and I'm I guess you could say, a retired musician and general laborer, husband, father. I'm an avid motorcycle rider. I'm a biker, and just an all-around regular guy. And me and my wife, when we can, we get out and we explore when we can. We're both disabled, and we just decided to start a YouTube channel of the things that we like to do. Talk about some things that we're into, and basically, it's really off the cuff. We were trying to come up with a channel name, and that was one of the coolest things that that we could come up with. It seemed fitting because I remember saying, well, what are we going to film? What are we going to talk about? What are we going to do? And my wife said, well, why don't you just do everything off the cuff, it's whatever, random, whatever goes. So, one day we could be in the woods. Next day we could be in the city. We could be talking about a plane crash, a murder site, something mysterious, graveyard, haunted places, everything. It doesn't really matter. And I know, as a YouTube watcher myself, I watch all kinds of different channels. And sometimes it's cool to see places and hear about things, or different areas that I'll never get to see, but I can see them, and I can learn about them, and it's just really neat. Right here we got some new construction going on, and I mean, this is quite a place they're building. It takes up half of a block here. And it's neat to see that it's all, wood construction. With today, everybody using, aluminums and alloys and prefab stuff. There's a lot of particle board in there, but, it's actually good old-fashioned kind of building. We got Jim's Pizzeria over there in case I get hungry. And, so anyway, I'm just going to flip the camera 180 here to my wife. This is my beautiful wife, Lori. Lori is battling stage 3 ovarian cancer. Just finished up 6 rounds of chemo last summer, and she's in remission right now. And she's not always in the best of health, being that the chemo and a lot of the drugs they give you, it really wreaks havoc on your body. And this is what they're building here. That's what this monstrosity will be in the end. Oh, and somewhere there's a train.
Sounds like an Amtrak.
Yep, sounds like an Amtrak train rolling through town here somewhere. And it just across the street beyond this pizza place, there's a gigantic gully, like a wooded gully, and it's deep. So I don't know where the train comes through, but
coming through right there.
That's just a really cool sound. For some reason, there's nothing like the sound of a train horn at night. It's almost like a haunting, spiritual thing. It's cool.
We got a cool thing over there. It looks like a milk mart. Looks like an
old we got an old-fashioned corner store here, privately owned. Apparently, I missed something, so we're gonna come back here.
And pan it from there.
Oh wow! Yeah.
They're gonna build, I guess, shops down there. I thought it was gonna be empty, but it looks like they're gonna build them actually.
Yeah, it's like it's all supported on all that.
Steel?
I don't want to zoom in too much and get blurry, but
is it steel?
Oh yeah, that's steel. Steel I-beams and supports. It's really cool. It is nice just to see these old stores, you know, these privately owned places in the wake of the big corporations today, when you got your Cumberland Farms and whatnot. So anyways, we'll get back at you. We're going to keep on traveling along and finding different things to talk about, different things to see, and hopefully you guys all join me again. And just an everyday average guy, middle-aged guy, just without a whole lot of money, without a whole lot of fame or clout, just taking the time that I have left in this world to just explore things and meet people and share my views on things. And so yeah, this is Eddie Off the Cuff. We'll catch you all later.